It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Browns going up against the Packers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And
So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them. But for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
On first down, Rodgers. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
319! 319! 319!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
319! 319! Rush it!
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught by Nelson left side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the... All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three. 319!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
319!
On play action, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, a pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
319!
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A big play there on the screen pass. 30 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hey. Got three. 318!
On first down, Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
319!
And a first carry here for John Crockett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Caught by Nelson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will... So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Caught left side by Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time. It's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just got to catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers to throw once more. Finding time. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
319!
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final. offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Nice catch by the tight end Richard Rodgers, and, you know, it came from the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Some things just write themselves, don't they?
That's exactly right. Both spelled R-O-D-G-E-R-S, for those wondering.
There you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Crockett. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. To throw is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Second and goal now from the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. And he has not been able to find the same type of running room this week as last. Such a great game. We met with him. He came in, had the biggest smile on his face, so we just thought that would carry over.
Sometimes you wonder if maybe it borders on a little overconfidence. They were so good last week. He's getting extra blocking on the perimeter from the wide receivers to get him downfield. In this game, maybe he came into it with the idea that it's just going to be like last week.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Ridgeway. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he...
So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a...
All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. The offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. A And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And you figure with that... to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the run. Play clock winding down.
319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have 2.
Offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.